What's up, guys? Once again, it's the Boss and the Sauce Show, Conference USA College Football Preview right now. What up, though? It's the Boss and the Sauce Show. Hey, do me a favor. Make sure you hit the subscribe and also the notify, and go ahead and tell a friend or hit the like button for us. But let's move over into this Louisiana Tech Bulldogs with my guy, son of my favorite head coach in NCAA football, Lou Holtz. His son, Skip Holtz, coaches this team for the 6th year, and last year he's coming off a 9-5 season with a bowl win versus Hawaii. Hats off to you, Skip Holtz. Now this year he brings back an offense which is going to be led by his senior quarterback, Jamar Smith, and a couple key wide receivers he gets as well. Now, the O-line will need to stay healthy and develop as a unit, form some type of balance in order to take this offense where they need to be in 2019. But the defense is based off of the secondary. They're bringing back 4 out of 5 guys in the secondary, but the front 7 is going to be all new faces there. Now, the Bulldogs overall have a balanced team, and underperforming in this schedule that they have right here, it may be something that's going to happen because the schedule that they draw this year is a lot more difficult than last year. This year they have to see Texas at Texas. That's how they're starting off. Then they also have to see this little feisty Bowling Green team. And then they also draw FIU and at Marshall this year. So 9-5 won't be a number that we'll see this year for this team. I think they may cut that down to maybe 8 or 7. But I do still see Skip Holtz over here at least going to a bowl game in 2019 with the team and the coaching that he's been doing. I think they have a formula over there for success, and that he'll make it over there this year, at least to a bowl game, 7 or 8 wins.
Yes, sir. Skip Holtz, La Tech, the Bulldogs. This team is loaded in a different way with a lot of seniors on offense and defense. If you look up and down the lineup card, there's nothing but seniors and a few juniors sprinkled in there. So you got to love that. A lot of guys coming back, a lot of experience there. And Skip will have these kids coached up. Now, whether they convert the talent on the upside to get those W's, like you said, a little tougher schedule this year. They do have the bowl win against Hawaii. This team will definitely be bowling later in the season. But let's start out with the offense. You mentioned Jamar Smith, right? He's a quarterback, senior quarterback, and they bring back a nice little recruiting wide receiver, a little transfer they bring over, and they got a senior wide receiver to throw at. Coming off that 8-5 season last year, the offense, it has weapons, has a ton of seniors. Defensively speaking, they rank about 4th in the conference, 2nd in the division, and they also have a lot of depth also. And they kind of tend to use a more of an aggressive style defense. Try to run a lot of blitzes, a lot of different looks on the defense. They're bringing a new coach this year on the defensive side. Diaco, his last name is. He was with a lot of different schools. He was up at UConn, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, your old stomping ground. So I look at more of an aggressive style of defense from this cat here. So this team definitely has a shot at getting some quality wins. And at the same time, some of those W's, they might turn to L's quick. 8-4, 7-5, like you said, to win total. And look for good things. Look for this team to compete. Look them to be in a lot of close games. Look them to play maybe a little above themselves, maybe a little beneath themselves. We'll see what happens when they take the field. The first game, they got to start out at Texas. So that's going to be a big-time test for these guys right at the gate. And Texas is loaded too. So good luck to these guys. I hope they do well.
Now, I got a question for you, BigRagoo. When you look at a team that has a lot of seniors, I think it's a couple ways you can see it. Now, you can look at a team with a lot of seniors to say that, maybe these guys haven't been ready all these years. They're a senior now and they won't never be ready. They're just not ready for the level up. And you end up with a bunch of guys that's not going to the pros. They just playing on the senior level. But also, receiving a lot of seniors could mean a lot of leadership, a lot of playing to the whistle blows, a lot of playing 4 quarters, and a lot of those true aspects, which I like. But I sometimes can get mixed up by backing teams that I feel have senior leadership, but then sometimes the senior leadership is just a bunch of players that's left over from all the real players that moved on and leveled up. What do you think about senior players, BigRagoo?
Yeah, I call it a mixed bag sometimes because you got just because they're seniors. I mean, if I had to take my choice, let's say he's a 3-star freshman versus let's say a 2-star senior, and maybe it kind of washes out a little bit there. But then again, you got to have a heart of a lion. So it is going to be their last all round. If their coach is somewhat talented team, it's going to be all in here for these guys. So it's their last time out. I like that, motivating type because college is a motivational game versus skill. There's a lot of skill involved, but they wear their hearts on their sleeve, go out and play hard. And your guys out there, like you said, leading the team, the rah-rah, bringing it home. Take one for the Gipper. Let's go,
Well,
seniors.
I'm gonna put a little mark down right here on this. I'm gonna put it down on right in the magazine, just so if I go by it later, I'm gonna mark down. Um, be on the lookout for homecoming and also senior day because these guys should play well on those days just because they're senior led group automatic. But that's it for us right here. You heard it first right here on the Boss and the Sauce. I'm DJ Big Boss, and that's my guy, the Big Ragoo.
Big
And we
Ragu.
out of here.